Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you would like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box below also. That being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1 and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the beautiful Jade Goddess, then this will be your reading. So Jade is this beautiful stone of prosperity, nobility, and it is also a beautiful healing stone, that of the heart chakra. I nearly said throat chakra there, so maybe there's some like heart communication from the heart has been triggered at this time, happening at this time, or is important for you to deliver a message from your heart space. It is a stone of harmony and healing. It's an all-rounder. And in the figure of the goddess, maybe you're really wanting to pay good attention to your body, listening to its cues and signals, and taking care of your body, working out, giving it good nutrients and sustenance. So group 1, let's have a look at your reading here. I can see Leo's energy quite strongly here, and so is Pisces. Those are the main energies in your read at this time. So a bit of Libra and Taurus up there as well. Okay, let's jump in with the past energy. Also, I feel really drawn to give a pendulum message during your reading as well. I only really felt drawn for group 1 to have a pendulum message, but I want to make it fair, so I'll probably give it to everyone. It was because one of your oracle cards actually has a picture of a pendulum in it, and I'm having trouble picking it up because I don't have a tablecloth on right now. That is why I have a tablecloth normally. But anyway, yeah, I just saw the pendulum. I'm like, yeah, there's a need for a yes or no question. So maybe you want to sit with that between now and when I pull that at the end. What your question is, because how it is that you ask the question is the most important thing, what question that you asked. And I have my own way of doing the pendulum. I respect everyone has a different way of doing things, and let's leave it at that. So let's jump into the past energy for our beautiful group 1s. So in the past we have the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Tower. Interesting vibes, group 1. So first of all, we're starting out with a fresh new journey. Here you are, this is past energy. Remember, so this is something that's already happened for you. You've taken a new path. Maybe you've moved away from a home and you're sort of wondering which way to go with yourself. You're trying to make a bit of a plan for the future. Maybe new opportunities have arisen in your life. This can be in the area of your finances, career, life direction, romance, relationships, all these things, all these different lifestyle plans, whatever it is. You're on an adventure and you're wanting to build something new for yourself in the past, but then there's this uncertainty about which way to go with this Two of Swords here. Two of Swords is an indication of being stuck between your head and your heart and not certain what to choose or what to do. But she has hit the target though. Even with the blindfold on, you've managed to hit a target. You've managed to get something that you want, or something has gone right for you. But then we have the Tower, which, you know, she's not unimpressed by this Tower. So it's like a controlled burn. It's like something that you've blown up, or that has blown up. Maybe it's not your choice, but something that has blown up or crumbled down, or, you know, dissolved, that, you know, maybe it was a good thing, or maybe it is necessary that this tower falls down. It was going to fall down anyway. I feel like unresolved things with the Two of Swords here, and the blind, like not seeing things clearly or not working through things at the right pace, has caused a tower moment here. There's a little kitty in the bushes here that's like what is going on? So, you know, so maybe some of the people or even your pets or something around you is a little bit like uncertain what's going on with these changes and what's happened here. But yeah, that's where it's up to for the moment for group 1. Yeah, and then I can see as you move into your current energy in the week ahead, we've got the Nine of Pentacles first. So it's like you've had to just rely on your own energy, being very self-reliant and self-efficient at this time. I feel like here that when we look at the Nine of Pentacles, we see someone who's worked hard for their blessings. they deserve the good things that are around them, and it's time for you to just sort of sit and enjoy some of the beautiful things that are already around you, regardless of the changes and the future plans and all of these things that might be spinning. I'm seeing like a tornado going around you, but you're sitting still in the center, just watching it all go around. And I think it's important that you do just sit there a little longer and just in your own energy, enjoying your own bounty, the good things that you can provide for yourself. Got a bit of wine and some snacks here and a book, and so she's just putting her feet up in the garden, and maybe that's what you're needing right now, is to just lean into yourself and maintain a level of independence in your situation, like not letting other people make your choices for you, and just feeling very grounded. Next we have got the King of Wands. I'm definitely putting a tablecloth back down. The King of Wands is more of this independent energy, it's leadership energy. So I do see here that you're making some plans for the future. Maybe you're making some travel plans. We have a map here in the Page of Pentacles as well. There's been travel on the cards here for you. Maybe it's numerous trips, or maybe it's something yet to come up. But you've definitely got a plan for the future. This week you're sitting back in your own energy and you're looking to the future, and you're starting to see things a little bit clearer of what it is that you want and how things are going to go forward. And of course you don't have it all worked out, but you are feeling more confident in your ability to like execute your plan or to navigate things. There's leadership energy here, so maybe you're helping others as well through whoever's joined in this with you. You may help them as well with navigating changes or the direction that you want to head. Next we have the Queen of Cups, and there is a pregnancy here with the Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of fertility in your energy this week. Things are growing. It doesn't have to be a physical pregnancy, of course, but with the indication there, for some of you it will be. This is definitely a time for you. Like I said, actually, when I started, the throat and heart, like there's heart to heart energy here, like connecting with somebody that you love and figuring out the direction you both want to go. This person wants to give a lot of love to you. They want to be there for you. That's very clear here. They really do have a lot of love for you and a lot of hope for this connection. I'm hearing, if this is not about a connection, this can be about family dynamics. This can be about anything at all, really. Take it how it resonates. I see like dolphins in the background here too. Like there's a desire to play and connect and have things. There's like soulmate energy here as well with those dolphins. But there's family here in the throne. There's like a family of cats. I don't know if you can see that. They really stand out to me in this card today. And the broom next to it. So it's like family duties is on your mind. But so is play, and so is like I'm getting like potential for the future. There's something growing that's going to be birthed in the future. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a human child. It can be a project or a plan that you like, the plan, whatever it is you're mapping out here. There's like a lot of potential, and something is being nurtured. Something's being nurtured this week. You do have the Five of Wands here as well. Like you can't have a perfect smooth week. There's definitely going to be some level of conflict in your week. This could be to do with a group of people you deal with, but it could just be one person. You have a lot on your plate, I'm getting. That's why the Tower's just happened. It's there in your immediate energy, and now you're taking some time in the Nine of Pentacles. You can see that here. And some of your other cards as well is a little bit overwhelming for you at times, but staying grounded and connected to yourself is really important. And how you handle these people, whoever they are, that bring conflict into your life, that don't see things the way you do, not on the same page with this person or group of people. This can also be internal conflict too. It doesn't have to be manifest in external arguments and situations. It can definitely be this inner conflict where you're just feeling just a little uncertain, especially given that we have got the Two of Swords in your recent past energy, where you are still feeling a little overwhelmed or uncertain about things. So there is definitely an indication of internal conflict here. Maybe you're needing to make a decision, just as I'm looking at the pendulum here. So, sit with that question. I'll ask it soon. After this Five of Wands, you have the Six of Wands, which is really nice. It's almost like you or someone else, I actually feel like it's someone else, is very proud of the way you handle situations that are challenging. Maybe it's you that's proud of yourself, maybe it's your spirit guides, maybe it's someone in spirit, or maybe it's your friend, your partner, whoever it is. There's a lot of energy here that emphasize how someone or a group of people see you in a really positive way. Regardless of how hard things may get, you seem to maintain a decorum and integrity, and there's something about you that really shines this week, and it's being noticed. The way you handle things, I think the way you manage things. So typically the Six of Wands is someone who's like coming back from a war, and it's after the Five of Wands, right? So it's I think there's a sense of relief in this as well. A sense of relief after having gone through a struggle and actually coming out the other side well. Like she's received some flowers and she's sharing those, but it's like, or I feel like she's actually, at first I thought she was giving the flower to this person, but this person's probably giving the flower to you. So yeah, I feel like you're also in the area of career and work, like you may have found things a little challenging in that area at times, but people are really happy with what you're producing or the way that you conduct yourself in the workplace. So there's good vibes there. And then the end of your week is the High Priestess. I want to get a little sneaker on that. Yeah, we've got the Three of Cups. I'm like, what is the High Priestess here for? There's something to celebrate maybe later in the week, or it could also be over the weekend. There's definitely like a coming together and a joyful time here. With nice split and got the Three of Cups on the High Priestess. For some of you, you might be wanting to get a reading, a private reading, or you might be just doing your own divination, pulling your own cards, but there's definitely a sense of unknown to the way things are moving ahead, but there's also this strong sense of trust at the same time. Like you can really lean into spirit, and you don't need all the answers right now, although you may want them. You're just going to have to follow your intuition at this time. So in the area of challenge, we have got the Seven of Cups and the Strength card. So this is this need to just take it easy. See, there's actually the tornado I was seeing, but you're in the center of it before. That's interesting. So the Seven of Cups here is like the sense of, well, she's got a lot of selections. What does she do? How does she go about this? What's the right path to take? Sometimes you need to just accept that this is something that's going to take time, and you're not going to have all the answers at first. Maybe you really want more information than you have. I saw 12-12 then at the time of recording. This could be a mirrored situation between you and another, but there is a need for you to just maybe be discerning, choose things very carefully, with grace, with ease, with patience. Strength is in need to overcome an urgency, I feel, in this situation. You may feel a sense of urgency at times to figure it out, or to know what to do, or to know what to say, but that's the challenge this week. What to do in face of that challenge? We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. This is about thinking the choices you make now leading to long-term outcomes. The Ten of Pentacles is the happy family. It's like buying a house, settling down, creating that legacy for your children or for your future children. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, it's like this person's got the golden ticket. They've got the ticket into this. And the idea here, what will help with the challenge is maybe you don't know how it's all going to work out. You could go this way or that way to get to this end result that you do want, that you want to manifest. But I think the need here is to just take it one step at a time. That's the only thing you can do. And see that there's a golden sunset, pink and golden sunset, or sunrise, I should say. It is a sunrise, and there's a reason for that. Maybe you're experiencing a sunset at this time, but there is a sunrise to focus on, is what the message is here. There's a beautiful little country home here behind in this image, and same here. And I asked, as you know, Jackson, my young son, is crystal picker for the readings, I chose a deck today called Seed and Sickle, and in Seed and Sickle you can choose either dawn or dusk, and I asked him to choose which one for each group. Group 1 got dawn, so it's definitely focusing on your new dawn, focusing on the things that are going to bring you long-term happiness, something very stable, unlike the Tower of the Past that's here, something that was not built on a solid foundation, so it needed to crumble, and then it's like a bit of a starting over energy, but focusing on a new beginning that leads to long-term success. What you don't see coming is interesting. You have the Six of Cups, the Magician, and the Four of Wands. So this is about, well, first of all, the Six of Cups is about soulmate connections. It's about reunion with people. It can also be about our children. There's father and daughter here in the garden, and there's a pussycat. So I feel like when we see this, it's like something you want to manifest. And this is like the home. And there's a lot of energy in this reading about a home in the country home, that type of feeling. But, or maybe that's your aesthetic within the home space. But what I'm seeing here is you manifesting, this is what you don't see coming, you manifesting a reunion in the home space, or you're manifesting something to do with your children and the way the home and the family dynamics run, or the way things are done. And it's a positive change. There's a lot of celebration, there's a lot of connection, there's a lot of love here in what you don't see coming. And it's here you as the magician that manifests it. You're in control of the way this unfolds. Seeing the King of Wands in your reading shows that I feel like you could be either the King of Wands or the Queen of Cups in this reading. I don't know, but I see a divine feminine and a divine masculine here. And one is wanting to lead things in a certain direction, and the other one may be a little more emotional, but is wanting to receive. So, or you could be both. It doesn't have to be a divine counterpart relationship. But however, if you resonate with that, then take it. If you don't, leave it, of course. But yeah, what you don't see coming is something changing around the family dynamics, or the way, if you're a parent, then the way things are working with your children. Maybe you're managing to do something with them that's helps them in the home space, or growing in some way. That'll be different for everyone how that unfolds, but there's definitely something manifesting and changing, then you don't see it coming. In the outcome, we have got the Nine of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, which is an interesting outcome. First, you do have wish fulfillment here, and wish fulfillment in regards to what exactly? It's like we see a kind of a messy situation with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands. I'm actually inclined to get a little confirmation on these two before I go too far, because I feel like this can be a lot of things. Like first I see you feeling a lot of inner peace about a situation that was stop-start, or was quite painful. It wasn't very consistent with the Knight of Wands being here. It can be a hot and cold energy. But it's like maybe you're turning it around, or maybe you're healing. You're getting an outcome you want with regards to a painful situation. We have the Three of Swords, can be a third-party situation. For some of you, underlying energy of the whole reading is the Ace of Cups. This is about self-love and nurturing. It can also be about new love, feeling good. I'm just seeing the cauldron here. It's like cooking beautiful, nutritious food for yourself, seeing new little sprouts growing here. You've got these beautiful peace doves in the background flying around each other in a love dance. So what's going on with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands? Oh, I kind of felt that one. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So you've got the Star and then the Ten of Cups here. There's definitely healing going. So something in the past potentially that this could be a Tower moment. Something that's it's a little immature, or it's painful. It's not handled correctly. There's something about this that is amiss, right? And it's like you're getting your wish fulfillment of the Ten of Cups and healing, and the right thing coming in for you with the Star here. The stars are certainly aligning, and there's a lot of renewal of hope in this situation. There's the Three of Cups we saw earlier on that split. So there's a really good result in all of this, and you know it. You know, just following that inner knowing, even if it makes you feel uncertain at times, you're like feeling blinded, you can trust in Spirit's guidance. You really can. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with the Seven of Cups. You can really just trust that the best outcomes are there for you, and that you're in the right lane here. Three of Wands, wait and see. Okay. All right, let's go into the oracle cards before we get your pendulum question. So the first oracle you have from a beautiful deck my friend got me as an early birthday present. I just love this deck too. It's so cozy. It's called the Green Witch Oracle deck. Maybe you want to add it to your own collection, but it is so, so beautiful. So we have the Sage, wisdom, purification, and harmony. And there's this beautiful little key here and a feather. So there's a sense of lightheartedness and that you do have the answers. You have what it takes to unlock or to move through these challenges, these moments. Sage is a wise herb. It reassures you that you are grounded and stable and that wisdom you need is easily accessible if you look in the right place. The Sage card reminds you that insight can appear from unlikely sources. Being in harmony with your environment allows you to receive messages and act on them more easily than if you are living in discord. Listening can bring balance, and purification can remove obstacles that further cloud that exchange of information and communication. Remember that what may not make sense right now may fall into place later. Don't be so quick to dismiss advice that others that don't make sense immediately. Remain open and wisdom will come to you. The reflection question is, how can you help to facilitate the communication of wisdom from your surroundings? Beautiful sage. You may like to burn some sage as well. You have the card Adventures from Sacred Destiny. Something exciting is around the corner. I can see that at the end of your week with that Three of Cups under the High Priestess, but you're not allowed to know for some reason. You're entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at your world in new and different ways. Something that you thought was mundane or someone you may have overlooked will open the door to new opportunities and a bigger and bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to move your blinders and take action so life doesn't become stagnant and lackluster. It can also signify incredible spiritual attunement and spiritual voyages. Two cards flew out of the other Green Witch Oracle that I have. One of them has the picture of the pendulum on it. It's a reason I'm going to use that today. The other has a pussy cat, but it's attraction and affection. And I think these cards kind of speak for themselves. There is, for many of you, like you're attracting the things that you want. For some of you, this is relationship as well. You could have a beautiful relationship where there is a lot of attraction between you both and there is a lot of affection here. You may have questions around these situations. This is Libra, so this is definitely about relationships. We have Taurus here. Taurus is all about indulgence, I like to feel sometimes. It's very indulgent. With a number 3 and a 7 here as well, I felt like something about this is very, very sacred as well. 3 and 7 together, very sacred. So what have I got? I've got Sorrel here first. So new experiences are coming your way, which means you will feel prompted to find new ways of doing things. If you're seeking a solution, be more receptive to suggestions and openings. Ensure you're putting your true feelings into all that you're doing. A valuable proposition should come your way, but don't get too carried away. And then we have Attraction, which is 34. There it is. Pansies indicate that people are being pulled into your life who align well with you. Romance may be on the agenda, but this energy also helps build community and friendship circles. Possibly where learning takes place. It's time to step back a little and relax into what is happening naturally. Hesitation and overthinking can cause blockages, and watch out for personal deception and gossip. Beautiful. And then we have from the Dawn option of this Seed and Sickle, we have Asphodel. The Mazari of Corsica carry wands of Asphodel into the dream realm. There they hunt the souls of locals in order to predict who will fall ill and die in the next year. Drawing this card is a sign that you too will have to soon make big predictions. They'll have important effects on your life, so don't make them lightly. But don't take forever either, or someone may end up making them for you. So let's, with that, go to your pendulum to finish out your reading. Like I said, everyone has a different way, and I respect everyone's different way, but this is how I like to read the pendulum for you. So first I'll just check for a yes. Yes is always the same around here. And can I get a no, please? very obliging, thank you. And the answer for group 1's question they've been holding in their heart. And it's definitely a yes for you, group 1, for your question. I hope that resonated with you and was a supportive little tool to use. Take it or leave it with the pendulum, you know. I have a love-hate relationship with the pendulum. Sometimes I'll use it. I feel like it's really good in this setting. But yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So group 1, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it has given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance for those that picked the beautiful Jade Goddess. Take good care of yourselves, group 1, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye. Hey group 2, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the beautiful pink opal heart, then this is going to be your reading. So the opal is a stone of compassion and nurturing. It is really supportive when you are trying to be your authentic self in connection and with others, and not worrying too much about what they think or how they take you, but just focusing on your authenticity and being honest with yourself, with being honest with others. It's a good stone for nurturing, so calming any nerves and feeling emotional balance, or healing any anxieties that you might be having, just coming back into a more tranquil state, a more grounded state. Even holding in my hand just feels like, oh, it's so nice and heavy. Like it's like I can drool. I don't know. Really feeling like, oh, it wants to push me into the earth, which is interesting because you've got earthworm actually in your reading. And you've got a root vegetable here. So like there's a lot here about grounding and just staying steady, nurturing yourself. I feel like a nice weighty crystal, something that grounds you. If you've got a beautiful pink opal, then obviously that'd be fantastic. But whatever calls to you right now, I think some crystal work would be good. Bringing you some peace, balancing your nerves. Anyway, I'm also going to be doing a pendulum question in your reading today because of group 1, actually, they had a little picture of a pendulum in one of their cards. Maybe you've come from group 1. But yeah, they had a little picture and it felt like it was abundantly clear they needed this. And then I felt, well, I don't want to leave 2 and 3 out. So everyone gets a little pendulum question at the end of the reading. So you might like to spend this time between now and then just sort of thinking about how to phrase that yes or no question for yourself, because it's very important the way in which you ask the question. And we all have our own special way of using a pendulum. I have mine, and let's respect each other's ways. And yeah, so let's jump in for group 2's reading. First energy I can see out on the table is Libra, Taurus, Pisces. Taurus quite strongly is here. I see Leo as well. Leo very strong, yes. We've got lots of Leo here. Yeah. It's the main energies of your read, so it could be you, someone you deal with. It doesn't have to be. Let's jump into the past energy. So group 2, we have here the Empress, the 6 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful energy, not without its challenge, but it is a very beautiful energy. And when I look at this, I just feel like you are someone who has been through it. Like, gosh, have you been through it? And you've always managed to land on your feet. Like I'm just seeing a cat land on their feet after a big fall. Like you have always managed to pick yourself up, nurture yourself, support yourself, do the right thing. Maybe we don't always do the perfect thing, but like I feel like majority of the time you are someone who steps into compassion or understanding or nurturing every time something's challenging you. And even the t-shirt she's got, the singlet, is army pattern, so it's like really shows that you've been through it. You really have. Some of you may be parents. We have the Empress here. We've got a young child. I always see this card as myself and my young son because it's just like ridiculous. Every little detail of this card resonates with me so beautifully, and hopefully it resonates with you too. But we have here the 6 of Swords in the center and then the 9 of Pentacles. So it's like there's something here about using your independence, your strength, and yet again to pull yourself out of a situation or through a situation that could bog you down mentally or emotionally. You are always choosing to come out the other side or do what's necessary. It doesn't mean you don't feel things and have your ups and downs and have your moments, but you're willing to see it through. You're willing to utilize your practices and your resources, your skills, everything you've learned so far on the journey to continue bringing yourself into a better state and a better place. For some of you, there may be a detaching going on here so that you can just remain in your own independent energy with the Nine of Pentacles here. I feel like you're waiting to share something with someone though. We've got a banquet here and she's like, you know, looks to the horizon for the people to arrive. So there's an expectation of someone to come your way or something to come your way. You've set up your life. I'm hearing you've set up your home for it. That may not be for everyone. Maybe you've set up a home business, or you know, you've set up a space for this to enter your life, whatever it is. So something is coming in and you've done the groundwork, you've done the work. You are still continuing to do the work. It's not done yet. It's never really done, is it? But you're a real active participant in your manifestation of your life dreams. And you've got a lot of support around you as well. That's the biggest thing actually here. Look at these little guys on the step. They've just come out of the kitchen with you. Like, they helped you. Spirit has helped you and always will. I'm actually feeling a little giddy and excited over the connection you have with Source or Spirit or your guides or like whatever that is that nourishes you and keeps you on track. Like, it could be just your higher self and you lean into yourself a lot, but there's like, oh, actually my heart feels a little like just overfilled with love for this part of the reading. I really do feel that even if things are not perfect, like you've got something really special, something so sacred, worth holding on to in your life, in your heart, in your connections, either in the physical or in the spiritual realm. I do see a real, like, look at this gardening tools here. We've got like cooking, cleaning, gardening, all that like house stuff might be something you really enjoy doing. You put your heart into it. You could be that type of person. Or it just could be something that's very important to you, just caring for children. As we progress into the week ahead, we have got the High Priestess here, which again puts emphasis on that message I had before about that connection with self. So maybe you see as she reaches to Spirit here, I kind of feel that's you, your higher self. You could resonate with that being a spirit guide or a loved one who's in spirit or something else like that. But I do feel like there's a deep commune going on here. So this is a time for you to really, really trust and lean into that spiritual part of yourself, your practices, your connection, and then also the Spirit's plan for you. Because things that are going on right now may be a little challenging at times. We've got the Page of Wands here, but this Page of Wands, she's been bitten by all these lizards, so you might be questioning yourself. You might be questioning your choices or your intentions or that of someone else. You could be questioning someone else's intentions and choices, and uncertain, like, do I need to get myself out of the situation? What do I need to do to protect myself from being bitten again? Or, you know, there's a lot going on and you're not certain about like how to maybe navigate at this time, or you could just feel a little overwhelmed by things. Maybe you have been bitten recently, and you're just like wanting in the coming days, you're going to be thinking about likely that event and how to, it doesn't even have to be recent, it could be long past. Like how to make sure that doesn't happen to you again in the future, what sort of choices need to shift and change, what perceptions need to shift and change. I feel like there's like, you feel, in this energy, I feel novice vibes. So you may be like really feeling like inexperienced, or even though you've been through so much, you could still be like, oh, I still don't know. Like I feel like, yeah, it's hard to put my finger on, but there is this sense of like, wanting to make the right choice, wanting to trust in spirit, not wanting to get hurt, wanting to protect yourself, wanting to feel more lighthearted and free. Yeah. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot that you're thinking about. There's a lot you're healing from, and spirit is with you. You are with you. Predominantly, I'm getting like that real you are with you during this. Like you've got your own back, your higher self, your higher knowing. It's there for you when you're feeling really emotional, when you're feeling clouded, or when you're feeling anxious or whatever it might be. Coming back to this beautiful pink opal and the feeling I got as well, like it is a stone to help clear your nervous system, to feel grounded, to nurture you when you're feeling maybe emotional or overwhelmed. Or a cup of tea. Cups of tea help. Licorice root tea, I know I mention it all the time, but that's what I like to use for grounding, especially when I'm giving these messages, to stay nice and clear. So into your week ahead, you have next got the Seven of Pentacles, you've got the Six of Cups, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. End of your week, we've got the Hierophant. So in really nice energy, whatever you're moving through is nice. You're devoted. There's a sense of deepening in your commitments this week. These commitments could be to your children. There's a lot of indication and message around your parenting and your children, spending time with them, devoting your energy, your focus to them, what it is that they need to learn and grow. This could be your inner child as well. And not everyone will resonate with the message of being a parent, but it is there for many of you. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles on either side of that. Look at your devotion here to something that means a lot to you. This could be a soulmate connection. It could be your inner child wounds from the past, things like that. Childhood trauma could be coming up for you. Patterns and relationships. I'm just thinking of that book. I normally hold it up because it's only right here, but I've moved it recently. It's called How to Be the Love You Seek. You may have seen me hold it up before. If you feel drawn to checking that out, if you feel a little niggle when you heard that, then go and Google it. By Dr. Nicole LaPera, but otherwise, whatever it is that supports you. I'm seeing Eckhart Tolle wisdom as well for someone that could be really important for you. But anyway, so with this whole end of week vibe, there's a real focus on what's important, and I feel like you're doing what you can to do better and feel better. Some things this week you may feel like this week may feel like a bit of a head down, bum up week where you're just getting things done that need to be done, and just ticking things off, because there's a sense of waiting for something here as well, waiting for something to unfold, or waiting for the developments to grow or become, whatever that means for you. The wonky pots in the background being one of my favorite Eight of Pentacles. This is actually my favorite tarot deck, but the wonky pots in the background and eventually get better and better, because she shows up every single day. So this is a message about not being distracted by other things, but staying really focused and staying at your workstation, staying at work, getting going with your work. Eight of Pentacles is often about paid work, so maybe there's like some sort of commitment with your work situation here, that you're deepening your focus, or you're like balancing out your work life, work family dynamics a bit here. For some of you, maybe students or studying, end of your week could have something to do with that here with the Hierophant. You're learning new things, learning new skills, maybe you're getting marked on something. But here she looks like she's at an apothecary and she's like putting an order in. Maybe some of you are ordering things that are going to be nurturing for your journey ahead in whatever way that resonates with you, like herbs for your family, or tools for your work, deepening your commitment to the things that are most important to you. I feel like there's just seeing a bit of energy sort of pulling into yourself here with the Nine of Pentacles starting this out as well. Like there's a real, you're there for you a lot this week, and that's important, that's good, it's okay. If you're worried about what other people are needing from you right now, don't, I guess. Just be there for you. Underlying energy is the Knight of Cups. We have the Lovers underneath that as well. Interesting. There's definitely romance here for some of you with this Lovers and Knight of Cups energy. Someone is really thinking about you. They've got a picture of you. They sort of dream of you a fair bit. You may or may not be interested in this person. Everyone will hit a little differently for that message, but there's certainly someone who wants to maybe buy a house with you, or plan a future with you. Someone's got their sights on you there. Yeah. And another message could be about friendship as well in this. Somebody wants somebody wants to develop their friendship with you. In the area of challenge, we have got the Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Cups. This is interesting. Very interesting. Actually, there's three indications actually in your reading of getting advice from a good friend, or getting advice from someone who knows better. And that someone who knows better could be you, because you've been through this before. That's what I'm getting. But for some of you, it's also about maybe a tarot reading that helps you through. Maybe it's a wise friend that you can just run your thoughts and feelings by. Maybe it's your partner you can confide in with how you're feeling and what you're struggling with. But there's indication here that you've got a good teacher around you. You could be that person, of course, but I do feel like for many of you, there's a good teacher around you. It could also show up in the face of many friends, you know? You go to this with that friend and maybe you bring this issue to that friend and collectively you get the support you need. Maybe it's to do with your teacher at school, like you're getting the support you need. But anyway, in the area of challenge, the Three of Swords is here because there is pain. For some of you, this could be betrayal. For some of you, a third-party situation has broken your heart. For others of you, this could be about the changes in your life that you're finding it hard to cope with and handle and manage. We've got a moving truck here. We've got the keys on the table. She's screwing up a letter. Maybe some bills are stressing you out. There's some changes here in the challenge area that are painful for you. In the Queen of Swords, though, I kind of get that it's like, even though there's a challenge here, I feel like the challenge for you is seeing it for what it is. I think that's the challenge. Seeing it for what it is and actually having an elevated perspective of this situation rather than dwelling on what isn't working out in the moment. I feel like that's the challenge. Getting swept up in the pain and the emotions and how you feel in that moment rather than actually seeing a plan or seeing it clearly or having a bit of foresight for this situation. And that's why Spirit wants you grounded and in the moment this week. I think that's why. So just keep focusing on what's in front of you and who's in front of you, your children, your work desk, your whatever you're cooking up in the kitchen. Like, I feel like that is what is needed here because this challenge is like, it can cause you to maybe go cold on someone or in a situation, and you don't want that. I don't think you want that. I feel like here with the Three of Cups and then this golden goblet here above her head, it's like Spirit's like, you know, don't dwell, wake up to yourself, go do something good for you. If you've like spent a day sort of just couch potatoing or not doing something that actually puts you in a good place or does something good for you, then chances are, just saw 1717 then, chances are you're not going to feel good later that day or the next day. You know, you're going to have to pick yourself up, shake the energy off, get moving, doing something productive that gets you feeling grounded and good again before you go making decisions or take yourself into a spiral or a slump. That could be the message for some of you. So yeah, realize that there's actually a golden opportunity within this situation. So what will help with the challenge, even though we kind of got some advice already, the cards here are the Three of Pentacles, 3 major arcana, right? Work together with these big sweeping changes that are happening in your life. Work together with others. We have the Three of Pentacles here. It's about collaboration and teamwork. She's done a painting here. She's got a little paint all over herself. She's got quite messy with this situation, but she's happy with the outcome. So it's like, yeah, this might be a little painful and messy at times, working with certain people, dealing with certain people and certain emotions and things and triggers and pain that come up from the past that maybe mirror into this situation, but don't quite do that. Like, it's interesting. But the message here is to work well together with others, reconcile your differences with others. I'm hearing like forgiveness and compassion is needed in a certain area. There could be one person who needs a little compassion and forgiveness, even if it's only from your side to set yourself free and give yourself peace. Like, you don't always have to extend that to other people. You can just do it inside of you, and that's more than enough at times, depending on your situation. I feel like there's someone that doesn't know better that you've had to deal with. It's just like maybe they're unwell or maybe they're just who they are and it's not your responsibility and you don't need to accept BS from them, but you also don't need to hold on to it either. So there's something there. In the Magician, the Hanged Man, Strength, all these strong major arcanas, look at this, look at your ability to utilize your own strengths, your experiences, the wealth of experiences you have, your knowledge and wisdom, to shift the way you view this situation and hold strong. Stay strong in this situation. You may feel like you want to react, turn cold, wallow, go into a depression, whatever level this is at for you, whatever the situation is. It's the cards, the message here, it all indicate that you can be cooperative. You have the strength and the ability to shift this situation, or shift how you view this situation so that it becomes your blessing. Because that's the thing about the Four of Cups, is like they're not seeing the blessing in the situation, or they're not seeing the solution or the way that things are meant to be, like surrendering to what is meant to be. With the Strength card, I've like quite a literal message with both of these cards is body strength. Like maybe it's something you're needing right now, is a bit extra time in the gym or a bit of extra time working your body so that you feel stronger. Yoga practices, breathing practices, or working out in any way, taking a nice gentle walk, maybe that's what your body needs. That is definitely a strong message there. Feeling empowered, but also, yeah, the Strength card of overcoming that part of you that wants to see things from a lower nature, or see things from a perspective that doesn't serve you or anyone involved. In the area of what you don't see coming, group 2, we have the Ten of Cups, which is, yeah, quite interesting outcome there in the what you don't see coming. We have Ace of Wands. I wanted to say passion, which is interesting because you've actually got a card of passion in the oracles as well. And then we have the Queen of Swords, another indication of a good friend stopping someone from burning themselves, like a good teacher, a good guide. So there is protection here in this situation, in a situation that could result in marriage for some of you. We have a wedding scene happening here in the Ten of Cups, but it doesn't have to be, of course. This is what you don't see coming is a really good outcome. A good outcome where you manifested it, you attracted it, you drew it in, you created it, you nurtured it. You're the Empress in this reading. I nearly called you girlfriend. Maybe there's some dudes listening, I don't know, but like, I just felt like I'm talking to a girlfriend now. I'm like, you did this, girlfriend. And I feel proud of you in this. Whatever you receive that you don't see coming soon in the name of passion and love and really good times is something you deserve, and it's meant to come your way. I'm also hearing that whole, like what's meant for you won't miss you, that type of thing. So you can trust that you've got what it takes to draw this in or make the choices that attract this to you. There's definitely hot passion here for some with that Knight of Cups here, the Ace of Wands. You're definitely aligning to those things that you desire. This can also be about your creative expression, your work, like things, attracting and creating a life that makes you very happy, or also to do with your general sense of well-being within yourself and how you feel about yourself is shifting into a better space. In the outcome for the tarot, we have the Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, Six of Wands. So we have a birthday here for some of you. So happy birthday to any Leos watching the reading. Unless you're watching at a different time, then, whatever you might be. But happy birthday for those people. My birthday is on Thursday, so this could be me. Woo! But anyway, we have the Page of Swords and the Six of Wands on either side. So look at this for wish fulfillment. You've got the Ten of Cups you don't see coming. Like really good things are resulting out of whatever this is you're moving through this week. The shifts, the thoughts, these things are really important. I feel like whatever you're going through at the moment is important. Just your everyday thoughts, your meditative thoughts, your thoughts while you're hanging the laundry, like whatever it is. They're really important. The way you respond to things or the way you filter and process information, it's important because it's bringing you to a victory here. There's a lot to understand with the Page of Swords, a lot of information coming in and a lot of need to understand it in a way that benefits you and others. For some of you, this is putting more energy into your study so that you can be a successful practitioner in what you do, or a successful ... fill in the blanks. There's a need to learn more about what it takes to get what you want in this situation. So it's like you're willing to, I'm getting like you're willing to bend, or you're willing to crack open a little bit in this at this time, to be able to do the work, to see what's required, to become, to create. I'm getting like the seed bursting forth. Like there's a lot of imagery here about growth and wish fulfillment, good times, good times. So in your oracle, we have the card Earthworm with clarity and rumination. This is an interesting image here too, like the crystal under the earth. And so some of you may feel like, the past and old patterns and situations may haunt you at times with the rumination message, but then the crystal that pokes out and then this little head here, it shows me that you're going to be gaining clarity in an area where you feel uncertain. But The card itself says, the humble earthworm breaks down organic material and aerates soil, serving an essential function in the health of plants. Without the earthworm's work, the soil would be too heavy and lack the oxygen roots need to thrive. Additionally, the organic matter wouldn't be as well blended in the soil. The earthworm card reminds you that some essential work is happening under the surface in your life. Nature is bringing you closer to your goal. It also suggests that it's time to confront what troubles you. Consider breaking down big emotions into less intimidating, smaller chunks that are easier to digest and understand. The reflection of this card, what can you do to help yourself when you feel overwhelmed? Fantastic message. It makes a lot of sense. And also with the breaking down into chunks, I'm like getting the separate times you speak with different people throughout the week that help you see things, like just taking it a bit at a time, nice and slowly. You did get another one from this deck. This is a new deck, by the way. The Green Witch's Oracle deck. My beautiful friend Jenna sent it to me as an early birthday present, and it's so cozy. Like look at it. It's so beautiful. Makes me feel so happy. Thanks, Jenna. So we have here the card Rain. Cleansing, purification, and hydration. Actually, I'm going to post in the comment section if you're interested. Jenna has a YouTube channel as well. She's a little newer at the channel, but she sends brilliant messages. So I'll link her channel below if you feel like you would like a little message from Jenna, then you'll find her page in the comment section. But yeah, we have Rain here, cleansing, purification, and hydration. So water is one of the essentials of life, and one that the 4 classical elements that we use in magic work. Rain hydrates soil and plants. It can be a gentle sprinkling to moisten your garden, or a heavy deluge, enough to wash away previously stable land. The Rain card tells you that something in your life needs cleansing or purification. It may be a light cleansing, or it may be a full-on reshaping of your situation. There may be part of your life that is parched and needs rejuvenation. Meditate on the warning that this card brings and use the energy of water to purify the imbalance. Let the rain wash away what overwhelms you. The reflection of this card, is there part of your life that is eroding due to an unceasing flow of unstable energy? Definitely worth pondering for sure. So we have another Green Witch Oracle in your read today, because I'm just feeling that plant vibe like quite a lot, and I wanted it all to, feel aesthetically beautiful and connected. We have Passion with Beetroot. And we'll go to the Oracle meaning. Look at the core of what usually motivates you for direction and a lifting of any negative energies, because a focus on self-love and developing a better understanding is needed. Beetroot supports your heart chakra and will show you what new projects, personal goals, and emotional healing are all in a positive light with a chance of success. Challenges include family disagreements and getting stuck on the superficial. That really trickles in with the other message of just taking care of yourself, hey? So we'll also go to, and many of you may know, it's my young son Jackson who chooses the crystals and items for the readings. And so today I used the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck. And if you have this deck, you'll know that it comes with 2 guidebooks. One is Dawn and one is Dusk. So I asked him which group would need Dawn and which group needs Dusk. Group 2 needed Dawn. So we're focusing on the new Dawn for Group 2, and we have Jasmine. You've taken some good initial steps on your journey, but you're starting to flounder. Perhaps you feel as though you could have set out in a different direction, or others are calling you foolish for doing things the wrong way. But you chose this path for a reason. Jasmine always grows exactly where it's meant to, and so do you. You know exactly where you're going and why. Don't let your doubts or the scorn of others make you question yourself. Yep. Yep. And then one more oracle to finish your card reading, then we'll get onto that pendulum message. You have the card Patience. In dense fog, it's best to be quiet and still. For now, don't go forward. Wait. It's hard to see what lies ahead, and things may not be as they seem. Things that seem one way may in fact be completely different. Be patient, the truth will emerge. In this state of obscured visibility, your imagination and intuition can be sparked. If you can wait long enough, your dreams and inner yearnings can come to fruition. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to those seemingly random thoughts. But I'm also hearing, but not too much attention, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Stay grounded and focused on what's in front of you this week. So, our little pendulum message to finish your read, having a think about what that question might be. Pause the video if you need more time. So first I'm just going to check with a yes, please. What is a yes? It's always the same. And then show me a no, please. Beautiful, thank you. Oh, stunning. Okay, question for group 2 that they hold in their heart at this time. Only do this if you feel like the answer is going to be beneficial for you. You can skip this, of course. So the answer for group 2's question. Well, it's like confused. It felt confused for a second there. And we're going into a yes. Yeah, that's a nice clean yes. So after a state of confusion, it'll be a yes. I hope that resonates with you and gives you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance for this week, group 2. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box, and I look forward to reading with you all again soon. Bye. Hey group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the malachite, then this will be for you. Malachite is a beautiful stone of warding off negative energy and protecting yourself. It can also be a good stone for anything to do with the liver, the immune system, respiratory issues. So maybe some of you are feeling a little under the weather with this crystal being selected. I'm also going to be doing a little pendulum question at the end of the reading for you. Because of group 1, really, group 1 had an image of a pendulum, and I felt, okay, I better do a pendulum. And then I felt like I can't just do one. So everybody gets the yes or no question. I'll do that at the end. So you might like to sit with from now until then to just think about what you'd like to ask the pendulum, and how you ask it is the most important thing. So some of the energies in your reading I can see is Taurus, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Libra, and Leo, Pisces as well. Pretty strong energy there. Yeah, Capricorn up there too. Oh, and Aquarius is here as well. So yeah, some of them could be your energy, people you deal with, areas of your chart activated. But let's jump into the past energy for our group 3s. I don't know if I said group 1 before, but I think I was talking about group 1. Anyway, group 3, it is a challenge right now. We have the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 2 of Wands. So in the past, there was a situation that has kept you feeling out of your power, that you don't feel like you have a say, or that things are out of your hands. And it's a situation where you may have felt forced or pushed in a certain direction that was maybe not your choosing, or out as a result of the way someone else behaved. You've had to take certain action, or, you know, there's something here that you've had to maybe even walk away from a battle because of, you know, this feeling of insecurity and fear. But the thing about the 8 of Swords, it could have relation to a child or a parent situation, but the thing about the 8 of Swords is that you actually are in the power, and this is an illusion to think that you're not in power in this situation, that usually the 8 of Swords is a self-imposed prison, and needing to just ground yourself or take a step back to see things differently. But anyway, you've gotten to the point now where you're at a crossroads with the 2 of Wands, and you're ready to take a new path away from this energy anyway. So things are changing. There's a lot of uncertainty in this reading still, but you are managing as best you can. So ready to take a new path. You're at a crossroads. Maybe you haven't quite made that choice yet because it's the current energy. But yeah, into the week ahead, we've got first the Hierophant. And there's this, with this one, it's like a sense of conformity. Maybe you are wanting to conform to a certain way of living so that things like work out in the way you envision them to. With the Hierophant, it can be about a commitment to somebody. It can be a card of marriage. It can be a card of higher learning and education and religion. But at this time, I feel like it's more of you committing to a certain way of being, or a certain choice or a certain path, because maybe even out of fear. or because you want a certain result with something. So as we progress into the week ahead, we have got the 9 and the 10 of Swords. So there is a lot of anxiety this week for you to move through. It's not going to be easy, but there are good things around still. As always, you've always got love, support and guidance here in one way or another showing up for you. But immediately into the week ahead, you have got the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So there's something maybe ending or have ended. This is a grave, so there could have been a literal death in your family or someone close to you, or it could be the end of a relationship and you're very stressed and worried about that. We've got the Devil here as well, so there's like a very strong attachment to this situation. Maybe you're like stuck in your head quite a lot about the ending of something this week. Maybe you're really missing someone or feeling very attached to a situation or the outcome. There could be obsessive thoughts that you're moving through with all of this. It's not easy energy. You've even got the Courage card. This is like water crashing up against rocks sitting above it. So this is a tumultuous energy to be in this week for my beautiful group 3s. Yeah. But the end of the week softens though. We have got the 4 of Wands and then the Temperance card. It's like the energy backs off a little bit and things relax for you in some way. Maybe you're feeling just good in your home space, or maybe you're moving or planning to move homes. There's something about the home, or even again this parent and child image. There's something here about parenting that is affected in this situation, or that is going to improve based on this situation. I'm not sure. You'll have to take it how it resonates. As an interesting one. But with Temperance here, it's like you're finding a moderate approach to this situation, finding balance and finding just being patient with the process, because it's not easy for you. Now, in the area of challenge, we've got the Star and the 4 of Pentacles. So the challenge right now is feeling hope. You might be feeling a little hopeless. You might be feeling like things are, not how you want them to be. Things are a bit of a mess right now. You may also feel blocked from a situation, that you can't get what you want or you can't move ahead. Financially, you could be struggling or feeling like you're blocked financially. You can't move either way, no matter which way you go. It feels very restrictive at the moment. In what will help with the challenge, we have Justice and the Queen of Swords. Some of you, this is a legal situation that needs to take place, and it will help this situation if that's the message for you. For others of you, it's about keep maintaining balance and strong boundaries in a situation. It's about having a really firm no or limit in something. For many of you, I feel like there's something that needs to go to court here, or something that needs to be addressed through authorities or through the professionals that know better, like whatever that is for you. But for a lot of you, I feel like there's strong boundaries that are needed to be asserted here. The underlying energy is the Sun, 10 of Pentacles under that, 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. There's really good things underneath the surface of this, whether that's yet to come for you in this situation. Like there's a lot of growth here that takes you where you need to be financially and financially. And other areas as well, potentially as well, but there is an offer of growth here. Something I think you need to be stronger within yourself as you move through this. I think you are strong, but there's a need to just like lean into that courage. And then what you don't see coming is actually the Strength card. You needing to be strong, to control your emotions or to control your thoughts, to trust in spirit and to just love yourself deeply right now, because it is a challenging moment for you. The Ace of Cups is all about self-care and new love, looking forward to new love or looking forward to good things to come for you. I just felt a cat rub up against my arm, but there's no one there. Okay. Anyway, what you don't see coming is a need to be strong in the face of uncertainty and to just love yourself through this moment, this time, because it's not easy for you. In the outcome, we have the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. It's like there's something happening here where you realize you kind of have to stay open to it, to a new opportunity or a new path. You have to stay open to something here. You're still trying to figure out what move someone's going to make. Like somebody's watching someone else who's making plans on paper, or they're making plans with finances. We've got coins down here, and someone else is keeping their eye on them. This is a complex situation. I'm not sure how it makes sense for you, and I hope that it does. But I feel like you're just going to have to trust in spirit, trust in the knowing that you get the sense of things, not falling into fear, but gathering all the information you can about a situation before you make any moves and choices. But there is something ongoing here that you're going to have to keep your eye on. I do feel that is something happening, especially because you've got the card Continuance, which we'll get to soon. So in your oracles, we have the card Fog, Obscurity and Feeling Lost. This is a beautiful new deck I got as an early birthday gift from my friend Jenna. It's so beautiful. The Green Witches Oracle deck. And the message is, sometimes for whatever reason you can't see clearly. You find it difficult to think through an issue, or you feel lost in a sea of information. You may feel directionless or unable to identify a clear goal or path to desired outcome. Being lost in fog or feeling foggy can challenge your sense of stability. Fog isn't a solid obstacle, however. It is like a veil, temporary blurring your surroundings. Just because you can't see clearly, it doesn't mean the path isn't there. Carefully feel your way forward one step at a time. Perhaps you need to move in a different direction to reach your destination. Sometimes all it takes is looking at a problem in a new way. The Fog card prompts you to participate, looking at things from different points of view. The reflection of this card is, do you have a problem plaguing you that you could benefit from a different perspective? We have the Continuance card with Apple. And the message from this card is, the future is assured. And hope is all around for whatever is going on at the moment, even if you don't feel like that. Now is a brilliant time to work on your vision for the future, on goals and reevaluating past decisions. Apples also align with the energy of love, especially on bringing romantic bonds closer together. Look at the individual elements of the situation a little more closely and be sure that you stand strong in your unique qualities. Keep ideas to yourself at the moment. I have from the Seed and Sickle deck 2 cards that came out for you, and this deck, as some of you may know, has a dawn or a dusk option, and I asked my beautiful little crystal picker Jackson to choose which one group 3 would have, and group 3 has dusk, so the ends of cycles, closing things out. You have mustard first. The mustard seed is a symbol of unseen strength. In Germany, it is encouraged for a bride to sow the seeds into her skirts for her wedding dress so that she may maintain strength and power in her new household. Your thoughts and needs are being overlooked by others right now, but don't forget that you have the ultimate say in your own happiness. Drink from the cup of courage, which is interesting because you've got the courage card here, and cut out that which would take your happiness away from you. Look out for yourself first and foremost. And you have chickweed as well. Oops, there we go. Early flowering herbs, which appear when the rest of the world is still cold and bare, are full of valuable nutrients, proof that things are returning to life. Chickweed is one of the first herbs to grow in spring and is eaten in spring festivals around the globe to bring longevity and health. A series of small blessings are due to appear to you, so be sure to make the most out of them. They may appear modest and insignificant, particularly after such a long period of struggle, but the benefits and good fortune they will bring are numerous. And the courage card we've mentioned a few times now. Step forward and throw your shoulders back. Stand up for yourself with passion. Speak up for those less fortunate. Be impeccable in all of your actions. This isn't a time to be timid or pull back. Don't be limited by the beliefs of others. Use your passion to make a difference. Courage doesn't mean that you aren't afraid. Fearless means fearless. Acknowledge your fear and take action anyway. Make a stand. You are strong and powerful and have great valor within you. And then to finish your reading, you have the pendulum question. If you haven't got your question formulated yet, that's okay. You can just pause the reading. And if you want a sneaky extra question, you can think of that and then go to the end of either group 1 or 2 and nick one off them. But I would recommend going to the front video with your question and then looking at 1 and 2 and seeing if one jump out to you. And if it does, go for it. If neither do, then just leave it, you know. Anyway. And a little disclaimer, we all have our own special way of using our tools. I have my way, and let's respect each other's way. Just based in the past, there's been a few people like, that's not how you do it. And I'm like, well, that's how I do it. So anyway, first of all, we're going to start off with getting a yes, please. It's always the same, thank you. And a no, beautiful, very quick to engage. So the answer to group 3's question, please. The question they're holding. It's a bit still. Like, I know it's moving, but it's feeling still. Like it doesn't want to budge right now. Wow. That is dead still. I'm sorry, group 3, you may not actually get... Yeah, that's not going to give me an answer. How about we just take a little moment to rephrase our question or change our question, and I'm going to have another go. Because whatever that was, you're either not meant to know the answer to that, or it's a not right now, or it's the fact that whatever the thing you're asking about isn't budging, or... So pause the video if you need more time, but this is the second question for group 3s, please. They're rephrasing their question or asking it differently. The answer to group 3's question, please. It's sort of going in a no. Yeah. It's very light. It feels, I'm hearing timid. Yeah. Is it a reluctant no? Is it a quiet no? I'm going to take that as a no. Whatever that is, I hope it was supportive for you, group 3. I hope this reading was supportive and brought you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance for this week ahead. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3.